In a quiet suburban home, Oscar, a sleek, black house cat, appeared to lead a typical feline life. He spent his days lounging on windowsills, purring softly as the sun warmed his fur, and enjoying the occasional scratch behind the ears from his human family. However, as night fell and the household settled into slumber, Oscar's true nature emerged. Under the cover of darkness, he became a master thief, slipping out into the night to aid his fellow feline friends. Oscar had a heart of gold, always helping cats in need by stealing food and supplies from wealthy homes. His secret was well guarded until one night, a curious young girl named Emily began to suspect her beloved pet had a hidden life. Oscar stretched lazily on the windowsill, his green eyes half closed as he watched the birds fluttering outside. Emily, a bright and observant 10-year-old, ran her fingers through his fur. "You have the best life, don't you, Oscar?" she murmured. Oscar purred in agreement, but his mind was already planning the night ahead. Emily's family, the Thompsons, had no idea that their beloved pet was living a double life. To them, Oscar was just a pampered house cat. But as dusk approached, he would sharpen his claws and ready himself for his nightly escapades. As the clock struck midnight, Oscar slipped out through the cat flap with practiced ease. The neighborhood was his playground, and he moved with silent grace through the shadows. His first stop was Mrs. Abernathy's garden, where a new shipment of gourmet cat food had been delivered earlier that day. With deft paws, Oscar pried open the latch and extracted a can of tuna, his whiskers twitching in satisfaction. Next, he headed to the alley where a group of stray cats awaited their nightly meal. "You never fail us, Oscar," purred Whiskers, the old tomcat who led the strays. Oscar nodded, distributing the food among them. He felt a sense of purpose in these nocturnal missions, knowing he was making a difference. Emily had always been a light sleeper. One night, she noticed Oscar's absence and decided to follow him. With a flashlight in hand, she crept through the house and slipped out the back door, her heart pounding with excitement and trepidation. She watched in amazement as Oscar navigated the neighborhood with confidence, eventually stopping at an alley filled with stray cats. Emily's eyes widened as she saw her pet sharing food with the others. "Oscar," she whispered, stepping forward. Oscar's ears perked up, and he turned to see Emily standing there, her face a mix of surprise and curiosity. The strays scattered, leaving Oscar and Emily alone in the moonlit alley. Back at home, Emily confronted Oscar, who sat on the kitchen counter, calmly licking his paw. "I saw what you did. Oscar, why didn't you tell me?" she asked, her voice a mix of wonder and accusation. Oscar meowed softly, his eyes meeting Emily's. She understood then that his actions were driven by compassion. "You're a hero, Oscar," she said, stroking his fur. "But we have to be careful. If Mom and Dad find out, they might not understand." Emily decided to help Oscar in his missions, ensuring he had the support he needed while keeping his secret safe. Together, they formed an unbreakable bond, united by their shared commitment to helping those in need. One night, Oscar discovered that a local pet shop was planning to dispose of unsold cat food. Knowing how much it could help the strays, he and Emily devised a plan. Dressed in dark clothes, Emily followed Oscar to the shop, where they worked together to unlock the storage room. Just as they were loading the food into a sack, the shop's alarm went off. "Run, Oscar," Emily whispered urgently. They darted out, barely escaping the owner's flashlight beam. Back in the alley, the strays awaited anxiously. "We did it," Emily said, handing out the food. The cats purred their gratitude, and Emily felt a sense of accomplishment unlike any other. The secret life of Oscar remained a well-guarded secret, known only to Emily. Together, they continued their nightly missions, bringing hope and comfort to the strays of their neighborhood. Oscar's double life made him a legend among the cats, while Emily's bond with him grew stronger with each adventure. They were a team, united by love and a shared purpose, proving that even the smallest acts of kindness could make a world of difference.